The red-hot property market's become a minefield for buyers. And in the mad scramble to secure a home, there are heartbreaking and costly mistakes being made.
I just feel like I failed the kids, like getting them so excited, and I hate broken promises.
Elise Malloy says she didn't break a promise to her 5 children, her bank did.
Felt like we didn't do anything wrong, yet we just kept getting punished for something that wasn't our fault.
And clearly you believe the bank was responsible here.
100%.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
How stressful has all this been for you?
Yeah, it's probably the worst thing I've been through.
Dr. Loretta McKinnon lost her dream home because of an error on the settlement documents.
How angry did that make you?
I'm devastated. It's probably sadness more than anger.
We've seen record numbers of home loan applications go through. There's a lot of pressure for both mortgage brokers and lenders.
Finance expert Effie Zahos says there's also a lot of mistakes being made with settlements.
Could be the mortgage broker's fault, or maybe it's the lender's fault. But it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what does matter is that you could potentially be out of pocket, and out of pocket by as much as the deposit.
When a mortgage became cheaper to pay than rent, Elise and husband Joel Malloy decided to apply for a loan and were ecstatic when Westpac said yes.
He goes, thank you for introducing your customers to Westpac. We're pleased to let you know that your customer's loan approval is now unconditionally approved.
It was a 5-bedroom house with a pool, and the Malloy's children couldn't wait to move in.
Where's my bedroom?
Probably this one.
That's the media one.
But on the day it was due to settle, Westpac suddenly says there's an issue, and the Malloys had to delay to sort it out.
So essentially your folks were going to go guarantor for you, but they were already guarantor for your sister.
My sister.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the bank said that was a problem.
Yeah.
Correct.
The Malloys say their mortgage broker got on to Westpac, telling the bank that it was unfair to impose conditions on their loan when they'd already approved it unconditionally, and the bank backed down. But by then, it was too late. The man who owned the property exercised his legal rights and pulled out of the sale.
When they pulled out, I think that hurt my heart the most. Like, we were excited for the kids having a pool for Christmas. Like we said, we're not going to have much for Christmas this year because we've got a house with a pool.
Not only did the sale fall through, the Malloys found themselves homeless. Their only bit of good luck, friends taking them in while they look for a new rental.
So 10 kids, 4 adults. How did you survive?
I'd say it's mostly the girls doing all the work as me and Guy are at work, so yeah, they're definitely putting in hard work.
I don't know, I think we're just surviving.
Yeah, I was going to
See
say.
us at dinner time, Brady Bunch.
So Loretta, this is the form that caused all the problem.
Exactly, yeah.
Epidemiologist Dr. Loretta Young says by the time the document was fixed, it was only 13 minutes after the settlement deadline, and the contract was terminated by the seller, who refused an extension. Sadly for Dr. McKinnon, Queensland is the only state where vendors can refuse an extension on settlement.
I think the vendor could have extended some compassion.
Lenders have never been busier, so it's really important that consumers do stay on top of where their lending application process is. You don't want to be sitting in an inbox.
So far, neither Dr. McKinnon nor the Malloys have got their deposits back. The Malloys say they paid out a car loan to qualify for the home loan.
So yes, so obviously this has cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, so yeah, roughly 20,000.
The family also says they had to surrender their pet dog to get a new rental, which is now costing more than their last.
So just to put it in a little bit of perspective, our last rent was roughly $435 a week. The new rental is $700 a week.
And what would you say to the bank if they're listening?
How can they do that to people? How can they go back to giving conditions again? It's just, makes me really angry.
In a statement, a spokesman for Westpac says,
"We apologise to our customers for the experience they've had while applying for their home loan. While we can't talk specifically about the case due to customer confidentiality, broadly speaking, when a guarantee is offered, we must take additional steps to ensure we are lending appropriately."
Dr McKinnon is still renting the house she wanted to buy, but has been told she has to be out by February. She says she's up for legal fees and is still waiting for a resolution. So how tough will it be if you, at the end of the day, you have to move out and give up on the property?
To tell you the truth, I can't even think. I can't face that.
And in a statement, a Commonwealth Bank spokesperson says,
unfortunately, necessary information required to complete settlement was not provided in a timely manner as per industry-agreed settlement standards. Given these delays, it was not possible for us to save settlement late in the day, despite the efforts of our team.
So do you think you'll have another go at buying a house?
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon now, no.
And in an unexpected development for the Malloys, Westpac has confirmed it will compensate the family and cover any lost deposit and legal expenses.
We do hope to definitely buy again in the future. We're still a little bit hesitant and we'll get past it. We'll just get over Christmas and we're going to start looking again. Thank you, Current Affair and Westpac.
Well, thankfully, there is more good news. The Commonwealth Bank has offered $10,000 to Dr McKinnon to cover legal costs over her failed settlement.